Next week on Home and Away in the UK, the River Boys are watching Cash as Lacey remains under police protection. The River Boys start ramping up the pressure next week, in the wake of leader Gage's arrest for his brutal attack against Theo. Theo was strapped down and crushed under his own car, after Gage discovered that he was having a secret romance with his girlfriend Lacey. Though acting as though she was remaining loyal to Gage, Lacey secretly made the decision to make a statement against him. With her words corroborating Theo's version of events, it was enough for Cash to arrest Gage. Next week, Neighborhood Watch Coordinator John is concerned about the constant River Boy presence on Saxon Avenue, who seem to be keeping a keen eye on Cash's place. When Remy and Bree later question Cash about the River Boys, he explains that Gage's legal team have now found out about the statement Lacey gave against him. As a result, Lacey has now been placed under police protection and has gone into hiding. The gang are staking out Cash's house in the hope that he might lead them straight to her. The competence of Yabby Creek's police officers obviously precedes them. Meanwhile, with no word from Lacey as he remains in hospital, Theo's mind is racing. He's imagining the worst and refusing to take part in his physio sessions. But little does he realize at this point that overprotective Aunt Leah has already warned Lacey off contacting him. While Lacey hides out, she's struggling too powerless to do anything while Theo remains seriously injured in hospital. Levi is brought in to assess Theo, but Theo resists the rehab exercises, overwhelmed by anxiety. Theo admits he can't focus on recovery until he knows Lacey's safe, and Levi understands, noting that with his mental state so strained, progress will be slow. When word reaches Leah and Justin, Leah finally admits to a stunned Justin that she told Lacey to stay away from Theo. Hoping to ease Theo's mind, they decide to tell him the truth. But the gesture backfires when Theo blasts Leah for her interference. Justin later calls by the police station hoping for reassurances about Theo's safety, and at the same time he asks about Lacey. Whilst Cash can only divulge that Lacey is safe, Lacey herself decides to emerge from the interview room where she's been camped out, and asks Justin how Theo is doing. Cash reminds Lacey that even Justin knowing her location is a risk, and when she later receives a threatening voicemail from one of the River Boys, it's clear that they're still watching. At the hospital, Cash reassures Theo that both he and Lacey are under police protection. Cash later allows Lacey to call Theo, ending things between them. Whilst it breaks her heart to do so, she believes it's necessary for their safety. A short while later, Cash personally oversees the placement of police officers outside Theo's hospital room, and Lacey's relocation to a new safe house. Cash acts as a decoy along the way, knowing that the River Boys are still following him. Theo is devastated by the latest development and blames Leah for pushing Lacey away. In an emotional outburst, he orders Leah and Justin to get out and not come back. Bree gently steps in, supporting Theo's wishes and asking them to give him space. As he returns home, Cash gets a call confirming that Lacey has made it to the safe house without any issue. Stepping out of his car, Cash looks back at the River Boy youth that has been shadowing him. But instead of remaining parked up as usual, they turn around at the end of the cul-de-sac, and drive away. Cash cannot help but be concerned, explaining to Eden that at least having them on his tail meant he knew where they were. The question now is why the River Boys have been called off, and what their next move may be.